Hey guys, thank you so much for coming to my channel today. My name is Alyssa, your fairy goddaughter, daughter of the universe, and seeker of the truth. Okay everyone, so I just want to start off by saying happy Lionsgate Portal Day. So today is August 8th and the energy of the Lionsgate Portal is wide open. Absolutely wide open. So if you're not familiar with this or what this is, so right now, cosmically, there is an alignment going on with the stars that is allowing us to gain energy from both the sun and Sirius. So there is so much energy going on towards us that we're able to gather and channel and have it charge us up. So what that looks like. So right now, you're going to be going through this tremendous shift. You're going to be eliminating fears. Think about a lion. A lion is fearless. It has this unshakable confidence and courage to do what it's meant to do without any hesitation involved. So, you might see this take place in ways like you might suddenly start eating healthier. You might stop drinking. So you're going to be breaking these unhealthy, toxic lifestyles or habits and creating new good ones. So what this is going to do is it's going to shift into this, like I said, unshakable confidence that you are going to be able to use to power yourself. So empower yourself. So you are going to empower yourself, live a fearless life, and this will help you manifest your destiny. So I think one thing that I found super important when it comes to manifestation is the conversation that goes on in our heads. So we're always talking about the subconscious and, I am statements, positive affirmations, being kind to yourself. So that's all important. Absolutely important. And I can tell you one thing why. So a little story, not to get sidetracked, but it actually kind of goes along with what I'm going to be talking about with fear and letting go of fears. So the other day I was driving in the car with my friends, and I looked in the mirror, and sometimes at night it can kind of spook me out in a way to really look deep into my skin and to my soul, if you will. So I did this, and I kept seeing the number 55 all throughout that night. And then when I would see 55, I just felt this overwhelming fear. So I had this fear of money. I had this fear of, at this point we were driving, I had this absolute fear that I was going to be hit by a car, which all of these things, these issues stem from my past. I was in a massive car accident that I should have died in. So I'm carrying this fear with me, but at that moment I was acknowledging it. So that acknowledgement period was what was going to allow me to release it. So that's all what this energy is. So I realized a little bit of my fears, and I was able to notice them and acknowledge them head on. And now I am using that acknowledgement to empower myself to better myself. So I invite you guys to all do the same. Notice the messages, see the lessons. This is a moment of lessons so that you can set up your next move, so you can checkmate and get ahead. So really notice these lessons. This is a time for you to break them. This is a time for you to break the cycles and move forward. So when it comes to the conversation in our heads, it does not only have to do with the big picture, the conversation as a whole that we are telling ourselves. Because yes, that is extremely important as well. We don't want to be telling ourselves negative things. But when you think about meditation, When you begin meditation, you're going to the core. You're starting from the beginning, which is through breath. So when you're starting at this place from breath, you're starting at the fundamentals, the core. And when you think of language, syllables, words, the syllables of words is where this power stems from. This is what you're telling your subconscious mind, whether you're consciously aware of it, this is what you're telling your subconscious mind how to operate and how to manifest your dreams. So I want to start off by saying that manifest, if you're going to break down the word in syllable form, manifest, it literally means a combination of human action. That's wild, because that is what we do. So manifesting is the combination of actions that you're doing to achieve your goals. So it's not just about thinking about them, but it is about executing them and really taking the steps to make and see your dreams come true. So I broke down a lot of words, but one in particular that I want to share with you guys. There's two. So one of them is dimensional. Dimensional. So dimensional means through human atoms and other things, or dimension through human atoms. So dimension is a human experience that we're experiencing through our atoms. But guess what? Our atoms are here and atoms are there. So there's really no in between. The idea of dimension is going through them. So right now you're in your 3D body because you are currently in your human atoms. Your formation is creating the human construct of this being. So what's insane to me is that connection, if you break the word down, connection, it means a deception of the rest of the atoms. So we're going through our lives thinking, well, I have to be connected to everybody. I want to make connections. Well, the deception in that is that you are one. There is no disconnect. It's a choice. So all the atoms around you are a choice. You can choose to acknowledge them or you can choose to separate yourself from them. So when you choose to acknowledge them, you're choosing love. You're choosing the frequency of love and light and embodying all that is. You're acknowledging that you are one, that you are part of that one. So just because we have these separate bodies or these separate structures, like this water bottle or my phone, it's just because the atoms are mingling in a separate way from the others. And that's all that it is. So remember, the connection is a choice. It doesn't take any effort because you are. So don't make yourself separate. Make yourself together. Make yourself whole. Do you want to be a piece, or do you want to be at peace, or do you want to be whole? Think about that. Really think about that. So I really just want all of you to acknowledge yourself, acknowledge that conversation, acknowledge the words that you use, the energy around you, the structures around you. Just acknowledge them. You don't have to do anything but acknowledging them, because that acknowledgement is going to be what sets you free. The moment you're aware, the deception, the illusions, the delusions, they start to vanish, and you're able to just be. You're able to be present and in the moment and really just, like I said, be. So when this is a moment of manifestation and empowerment, personal empowerment specifically, and confidence, when everything is one and everything's a whole, remember that it's a choice. Remember that you can choose to see the lessons. Tell yourself, I choose daily to see the lessons that I need to learn. Tell yourself that I acknowledge myself for who I am now, and I am going to do the work for who I want to be later. So it all starts with a choice. Choice is everything. I'm gonna leave it at that. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the Lion's Gate portal. Really just own that energy. Really let it sink into yourself. Have that confidence. Feel the confidence. Be a lion. Let your inner lion rip. Let it roar, and just let it fill your whole being. And I promise you, you will be shifting in days. You will have seen yourself from the beginning of the summer. By the end of the summer, you're going to be a completely different version of yourself, a much more authentic, lively version of yourself. So live it, breathe it, and be it. All right, that's all for today. I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Drop a like or a comment.